Today, we're unpacking the surprising psychology behind the Gen Z stare. For a generation raised under a social media microscope, real-world interactions can feel terrifyingly high stakes. The stare is often a classic freeze response to overwhelming social pressure and just sensory overload. Then came the pandemic, which swapped crucial face-to-face interactions for screen during their formative years. One poll found 2/3 felt they had to learn social skills all over again. That stare can be a sign of that lingering social uncertainty. Think about this for a second. Those of you guys that drive a car, if anyone had you stop driving a car for a year and you got back behind the wheel, how overwhelming would it feel to drive in the freeway immediately? And I don't know if many of you guys had this experience, but it can be very, very overwhelming from a sensory standpoint. So when you have deprived transitional youth and the Gen Z population at large during the pandemic from social interactions and the external world, we're definitely going to see more avoidance, and we're definitely going to see a significant increase in the sensory integration or overload, as we have been seeing. So that stare may just be the way the brain is trying to cope and adapt to a very chaotic and noisy world. To back this up with some data we have from the Rowan Center, as a data scientist that loves tracking who calls our center and what the needs are of our community, we looked at data from year 2019 to 2024. And from 2019 to 2024, we saw a 908% fold increase in calls to the center from the Gen Z population for treatment for social anxiety. What's your take on this? Are you a Gen-Zer who uses the stare to get through the day, or have you been on the receiving end of it, as I have too? You know, we have students here, we have postdoctoral fellows here. Often I come across interacting with them, and I can't tell you how many times I've walked away thinking like, what are they staring at? Like, did I do something wrong? So the next time you're met with a Gen Z stare, take a beat. It's rarely about disrespect. More often, it's a complex adaptation to a world of digital overload, intense anxiety, and burnout. This isn't about making excuses. It's about finding a little more empathy. By understanding the psychology, we can start to bridge the communication gap in all domains of life. Thank you guys. I appreciate the support.